Welcome back to the dumbest bill in America. We have, of course, Delegate Brian Chisholm. Welcome back, Brian.
Awesome to be here.
So, Brian, we're calling this podcast Moore Strikes Out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Governor Moore strikes out at the opening day of the Baltimore Orioles game at Camden Yards. He's there, and he gets booed when he gets introduced, Brian, like in a massive way. All right, Brian, so what do you think about this?
Well, nothing like peanuts and Cracker Jacks and getting booed so loud that Boo Pal actually came out of the pit beef area because they thought that they were calling for him.
That's good. Yeah. That's really good.
He did get booed that loud. I mean, if you think about it, Mark, 2 years ago, he was out there. He was the hero in the splash zone. All of a sudden, we fast forward 2 years and he's the villain in the crash zone,
Exactly.
Standing out there.
Exactly. So we have a clip where after all this happened, Fox 45 in Baltimore, they actually did an interview with Governor Moore, and he tried to explain it away. And here is the interview. Watch.
Decided this moment.
What do you say to people who are frustrated? We heard a little bit about that on opening day, and people are still upset with perhaps your leadership.
Well, I would say, I understand, Boogate that Sinclair continues to push. The thing that I would say is this: there's a reason why we still, and I still am one of the most popular governors in the country, because I think people continue to believe in the work that we're doing, and people continue to know that I fight for our people. I think people they want to spend their time analyzing the percentage of cheers versus boos. I would think you'd have better things to do with your time. But, if that's a conversation that Sinclair wants to have, that's fine. I think the thing that people were most concerned about was that the Orioles won on opening day. And I think that's people, that's including myself, I was very happy.
No words. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, in Orioles Nation, he is about as popular as Chris Davis. But I think for once, Chris Davis has finally got somebody that's wasted more Maryland tax dollars than himself and delivered more failures. So that's how popular he is. This dude is tone deaf. I'm sorry, Governor, you're tone deaf. When you stand out there and they boo you like you're Reggie Jackson coming to the plate, this is not good. And this is anecdotal though, Mark, isn't it? This is telling you that the population has said, this guy has been a fraud and we don't like it. And we're paying through the nose for where Maryland's going. And we can't stand the direction, and that shows it in recent polls, right?
Yes. So UMBC podcast listeners, they just did a poll, and Chris can put up like the news article of the poll, just the headlines, but Moore is underwater now.
Yeah.
He is not the most popular governor in Maryland. In fact, he's actually unpopular in Maryland because more people don't like them than do. But yet he still gave that interview. I mean, everything about this guy is false, including his resume, as we all know. We've talked about that many times. And Brian, the thing is like, who would want to go out in a stadium anyway when you know you're unpopular and just everybody's going, boo? I mean, that would be so humiliating.
And the thing is, you and I both know that the state of Maryland is twice as many Democrats as Republicans, right? And you still can't get over 50%. Are you kidding me?
That's when you're really bad, Brian.
Exactly. But that does go to show there is a lot, and I mean a lot of Democrats, because, here's a little secret if you don't know. The Republicans don't like to answer the polls. But that means a vast majority of this poll were Democrats.
Oh,
and
for
the
sure.
Democrats said, we don't like him. We don't like what he's doing. And you and I know a lot of Democrats personally who say, this guy is not good for us.
And that's the dumbest bill in America. Governor Wes Moore strikes out at Camden Yards.
Play ball!
See you next time.